You think it even cleans good without the liquid? Hello. Make sure to thumbs up the video as you come in, please. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I literally, I'ma wait, I'ma wait, I'ma wait, I'ma wait. I'ma wait. Trying to give people time to come in. It's only 8:01. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Hello, hello. Make sure you thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up the video. I'm convinced that people, random people, just pop in and out of these lives. Because I'll see people pop in and out. I'm just convinced that that's what is happening. I'm just trying to wait. I usually try to wait till like 8:05-ish. How was you guys' night? Day so far? I literally just got done doing hair. Good evening, Anne-Marie. Good evening, April. How you guys' night going so far? What was that? That fell.
It was no, I mean the glass off.
Hey Keisha, how you doing? No, I see two others. Yeah. So we're oh, she's saying hey to everybody. We're waiting for more people to come in because I usually try to wait and not just get in and start talking. Then people are like, what you talking about? Or what was it that you were saying? So I like to wait just a few minutes. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you thumbs up. So, ooh. Why my back feel like it's about to lock up, y'all? It feel like it's about to lock up. I just did some braids that were so freaking long. Like, they were like down the girl's, like her thigh, like down past her thigh. Like they were really long. And it took me 7.5 hours. They were small. They weren't big neither. So I just got done doing them. Where's that blue phone? My daughter, Naya. We're going to talk and update on these bad boys right here. That's going to be the first part so she can go and tend to her little life, her teen life. Is it over on that thing over there? Hello, TP. Hello. TP, I got to figure out that moderator thing. I forgot all about it. So I had a new client, which was a referral. And she was, hey, Dana, did you get my message about the products? Okay. So I just did her hair and I'm going to show y'all. Yeah. It took 7.5. She came at like 10:30. We started almost 11, about close to 11. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. No, we was, dang it. Yeah, I was done because I've been done. I was talking to her. So like 7. Dang, 7.5, 7 hours and 45 minutes, a little over 7 hours. I was doing her hair. Now Naya wants hers braided, so I'm gonna be doing her hair too. But, ooh, why is this? Okay, let me show you how long it was. Oh, is that the video?
Stand up.
Oh, this is the. Could y'all see how long those is? Y'all see how long those braids are?
Yes.
And how small they are?
So long, I can't get that one picture.
Yeah. They like went down her thigh.
Right.
But anywho, I just got done, y'all, and my back literally felt like it was about to lock up. And I said, you know what? I still have to get on here and do this live because I put it out. So I won't be moving too much because I literally feel like it's gonna lock up on me. But I'll talk as much as I can um, about what I wanted to come on here and talk about. Put those puzzle pieces back up there. I know, right, Keisha? It. I see y'all saying, wow, wow, wow. Dana, TP, Keisha, yeah, they were long and small. And still, like almost 8 hours is not bad because people who come to me where they get braids like this long say they've been sitting in people's chair for like 12, 13 hours and longer. So for me to do them long, long ones in that time, that's like normal time for a person with shorter braids. So that was pretty cool. So anywho, we are still using the sanitary, the reusable sanitary napkins and the reusable panty liners. If you don't remember, we talked about these several months ago. And I talked about Naya having really bad cramping, really bad, and having a lot of pain. Well, we're updating about these. I guess she's gonna tell you the truth about what's been going on with her as far as them, and with me. I still can say I love them. I don't have a problem with them. I haven't ever really been a real big cramper, so you have the panty liners, yes. I haven't ever been a really big cramper, but I do cramp. You know what I mean? But as far as the flow, as far as what these hold, it is amazing. Now, do you say like when you wear them, because we're heavy flowers, when you wear these and you take it off, like sometimes I'll wash it out in the shower while I'm in the shower, and when you have it on, it keeps you dry, excuse me, it keeps you dry here where you don't really feel it on your body, right? Whatever this is in here, it really keeps you dry, and this is so soft. So you really can't tell how heavy they are, right? So when you take it off and wash it and you see how much flow is inside of here, it is so freaking mind blowing. Remember, I did a video on this channel where I poured a cup, over a cup, wasn't it over a cup? Because I got that glass measuring thing and I just kept pouring water in here and showed y'all how the water literally just sopped up inside this little thin part. If you are not using these, you are still using pads or tampons, or you have sisters, nieces, aunts, cousins, or whatever that are still using those panty liners out the store and the tampons out the store and the pads out the store, share that other video with them talking about all the toxic stuff that is meant to have us in pain, cramping, major cramping, and a lot of us end up having what they call endometriosis from the toxins, and then endometriosis and the pain from that becomes so bad to the point where they usually have to get some form of hysterectomy, partial hysterectomy or something like that. So these are something you definitely want to share. I love them. When we use them, we rinse them out and we fold them in half and stick them in the wash bag, which is a bag that you put all the dirty ones in. And then when it's full, Naya washes them. And how do you wash them? Because when I first got them, I was afraid to wash them like regular, but how do you wash them?
I just dump them into the washing machine with the bag, and I put detergent in it, and I think I use hot water. I think I use hot water or warm water. Sometimes I use hot water. And then I put baking soda, and I think fabric softener.
You do use fabric softener? You don't have to put fabric softener. Somebody said something about fabric softener will strip them, or something about you have to strip them. Somebody, if you come on this live or hear this or see this video and know about these things, a couple people contacted me and said don't use fabric softener, or if you do, strip them every couple weeks or something like that. Strip the fabric softener from them. So I'm gonna have to do some research to look into that, because it says that the fabric softener will stop it from absorbing as much once it starts to penetrate inside of it after so long or something like that. So they have to be stripped so that they can still continue absorbing as much as they are able or capable to absorb. Um, so how you feel about these?
Oh, I like them because like they don't. I mean, well, like the pad when it gets wet from the blood or whatever, it don't get hard and like how regular pads do. Like when it soaks up the blood, it kind of gets hard and like it feels like it's pushing into your vagina and it kind of hurts.
Yes, yeah, like they get wet and hard,
Yeah,
like it clunk up in the
cause
middle of your
your
legs.
legs, like when they're closed, whatever.
It squishes.
Yeah, and then it makes it go up and it hurts. But that it doesn't do that. It just stays soft and flat. And then like when I'm washing them, I only see a little bit at the top. Like I know I bleed a lot because I have this on for a whole day.
Right.
And it like when I wash it out, then all of it comes out.
So much.
It'd be a lot. Like
So
it be, like
much.
the water just be red.
When I say so much, it was just so mind blowing the first time that I wore this on a heavy flow and let it literally wore it for a long time throughout the day. And I got out, you hear me, got into the shower and decided to rinse it because I wanted to see. You know, the shower is white, so you could see everything. So I put the water, and I like to wash it with like my peppermint soap or whatever soap I'm using, and then I'll just squeeze, and it just kept flowing. So they do hold a lot. And that's something I do like too. Like that bunching up feeling between your legs and that hard feeling that, like, say you forget to pack extra pads and you gotta wear your pad a little bit longer till you get home. Stop acting like I ain't done that before. But I use the pads I found later. I have fibroid tumors. I use 2 pads I found later. Oh wow. Yeah, a lot of this stuff that is in those disposable ones are bad. It's toxic. And I literally broke down the rayons, dioxins, the dyes, and all that stuff that are in those, especially tampons. Like tampons are the worst. Tampons are worse than pads. But pads is just as bad because it's like you have an open crevice in your body and toxins that you just taking and just sitting right up underneath it. So I thank God for finding these and understanding that these were better for me, my girls, and that way when Rizzy gets to that point, she don't have to worry about wearing those toxic panty liners or pads. And as y'all see, I showed y'all when I first got them, but I literally have an abundance of them. And we literally just reach in and grab it. So these are all the panty liners here. I have tons of them. And we just store them in a regular basket. And they smell so good. We store them in a regular basket. And it's in the closet, in the linen closet. And we just reach in and grab whatever we want. These are the little bags for those who are new and didn't see when I showed you guys. These are the original ones I got because I thought that these would be the ones that I would need because this is like this is a large, I think this is a large. This is a medium. No, this is a medium. There's a large in between, and I think this is the extra large, which I recommend for women who are older, who have the problem of a little bit of leakage. This is good and soft and better than those pads or liners they try to tell you to wear that also have toxins in them. So we hardly ever touch this one or use this one. Like that one's just in there. So we have lots of panty liners because those are ones we wear daily when we're not on our period. And I noticed Naya has started wearing these as she get like closer to her period ending. She'll start putting these on, and I do the same thing. I'll start putting these on for my light days. Once I'm been wearing these, I start putting these ones here on for light days because these hold a lot as well. So that's something else to have as far as your flow. It's like you could switch up on light days, or when you get to the point where it's ending, you can wear these. I like them because you know how with the regular pad, you're like, oh, I don't know if my period is, I don't know if I should put another pad on or not. And it's like you're wasting those ones that are disposable if you wear one and then you don't flow or something, don't come out. But with these are disposable. If I want to change these every couple hours, I can, right? Because all I do is wash them, put them in the washing machine when I'm ready to clean them. I'm not, disposing of them. So it's better for me to fix them. Better for me to wash them and just keep it moving. And so that's what we do. So I wanted to update you guys. You got any more questions? Now, do you take some to school with you, or you just wear these are the
whole day.
you wear yours the whole day? So she wears hers the whole day. These the penny liners again. And we just have a regular basket that we got from Target. We keep them in there like this. And we just grab whatever we need depending on if it's a flow day or not a flow day. We just put them in there like that. And then these are the little bags. They came with several little bags that you could put them in. And this for purposes of those who are new. If you're a light flower, you can take them and all you do is fold them. We don't really fold them much, do we, Nye? You fold them like this and make a square, just like this. And then they nicely go into the bag. So you could put several of them in here and then keep these in your purse at work, or keep them in your desk at work, or keep them in your car. Like I got a couple of them in the car just in case in a little baggie. I got some little ones and I got some big ones. You just never know. So, and shoot, you never know. Huh?
So I left one in my little bag one time, but I don't smell it through the bag.
Huh?
So I don't smell it through the bag because I left
You
one in
don't?
my little bag one time.
One that you took off?
Mm-hmm.
Did you take it and wash it?
Yes, after.
Oh. So yeah, we just wanted to update you on that. So these are really convenient. They come in these little cute bags, as I said, and these I got on eBay. If you go look for that video about us talking about these sanitary napkins, you will see the seller I purchased from. But I have been told by several of my subscribers that they found them way cheaper. You know how? Wait, what is it? Who's the young one? She's cute. Okay, let me see. Y'all talking to me. Hello, Marcia. Hello, Beyond Bless. You got to do a what's in my purse with those. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, y'all speaking. Or when your period wants to play peekaboo. Right. That's a good time to use those. So yep, that was just the update, and that's how she feels about them. Do you think this was a good decision, and will you continue wearing them as an adult? You will? Okay. Well, all right, girl. That's what I needed you for. You could put those back. So, yeah. So, I just wanted to update because a lot of people were asking me. I got a couple emails like, how are you guys doing with the pads? Are they still working? You guys still wearing them? And all that good stuff. So, I said, okay, I'm going to do an update on those. I'm so excited. What is that? Somebody said, let's see. Pikachu. So I'm so excited that I've came to the conclusion on the other channel of a how-to channel. So I got videos on deck waiting. I'm ready, and I think that is less stressful for me to do a video that's a how-to, because technically I don't really need to be in that video. Most of those videos I really wouldn't have to be in unless it's something I'm doing in one of the rooms or something, and I want to talk to y'all and share with y'all what I'm getting ready to do. Other than that, I'm so excited about that. I left, when I tell you, I literally just took off my apron, my apron with all my hair clips and stuff, and tossed it in my shirt, all that, and just put this shirt on, because literally she just left here at like 7:50. Because we were talking and stuff, so she just left here at like 7:50. I thought you were gonna kiss Naya. What you mean? What do you mean that you thought I was gonna kiss Naya? Thank you for saying Naya is cute. But yeah, so with that being said, I'm excited about that. I think that that's going to be a good go for me, just to share a lot of how-tos. And like a lot of you people are coming to me and telling me, hey, I Googled this and I'm always looking for this and looking for that. And it always helps to have how-tos for certain stuff. So I'm excited. I told my husband, I said, I feel free. I feel like that's just what I should be doing. That's exactly what I should be doing. So I'm so excited about that. But guys, I had a topic. My notebook is upstairs and all my notes is upstairs. Your girl is tired. Like literally tired. I was standing for all those hours and I'm just like, okay, I'll just get on here and chat. anything y'all wanted to talk about? Because I had some topics that some people wanted me to touch on, and I don't want to call her back down. I forgot to bring the notebook because I was just literally pressed for time to get on this live. So I'm trying to think. Let me see if can I even remember one? Because I really don't want to do one before someone else. When you lean over and tell her to put away the basket. I look like I was going to kiss her. Yeah, but no. Well, that's my baby. I could. Is something in the oven now? Something is burning. I smell something. I don't even think she hears me. Naya! I smell something burning. Well, this oven is on broil. Oh my gosh. I think it's burning up my mat in the, them not dish mats, the oven protector mat, the drips that I shared with y'all a while ago from Aldi's. I still got that thing in the oven, and it protects the oven from any drips or anything. But if you got that broiler on and there's nothing in that oven, I can smell that mat or something. Something smell like it's cooking or burning. Yeah, cut that off and see what's going on in there. It's not burning up, is it? Yeah, so yes, TP, all them hours standing, girl. Because I can't sit down. I definitely can't sit down. So let's just get on this topic. Let me talk about this topic because I want to see what other people think. So if you have a friend or somebody you considered a friend, what would you do if you had to reach out to that friend and ask them for something, and either because of the conversations you guys had with each other, you knew that they had certain things, well, certain funds or certain money, either they was lying about it or they have it. It's one of the two. It's no in between. So if that person says certain things or tells you certain things, so you figure that they may have a certain thing or not have a certain thing, right? And you never asked them for anything, or you never insinuated needing anything from them ever, and you happen to ask them for help at one time. Now, if that person beat around the bush and they didn't tell you no, right? But you might as well say they told you no, because you would feel like they were not able to say no because they didn't want to say no, but they also didn't want to say yes. What would you feel? We were talking about this, me and one of my YT friends and my client. And I was like, okay, so what if the person was in a need and they asked you for help, and you have helped so many people that have done you dirty, done you wrong, and basically, and it was like a big amount of money, and then this person that never did you wrong, never asked you for nothing, and usually seem to have their life in order and never really, have a situation where they will probably need somebody. And my thoughts, I would think, well, yeah, this person must really need help if they're asking, because they never ask and they usually are on point about money. Would you, as a friend, tell them no? And if you did say no, if they felt some type of way or decided not to be your friend, do you feel like they weren't really a friend if they decided not to talk to you no more because you told them no? Or do you feel like, I feel like this is my personal thoughts. I feel like if someone comes to me and they know that I can help them and we are cool to the point where we call ourselves like really close, like friends, and you ask me for help, and I sincerely know that you are not living, hello, Cynthia. I know that you're not living a life that is all over the place or just basically wasting money, and you're out here just doing whatever, and you come and you genuinely say, hey, I need you to help me. What would you do? Me? I would help them. So I want Cynthia, Jazzy Lady Mia, TP, who was in here, Dana, Anne-Marie, Marcia, Blessed, Beyond Blessed. If you are still here, what would you do? First question is, if you told that person no, and that person decided that they would only handle you a certain way, and if you asked them, they wouldn't give it to you, is that wrong? And if a person decided to just not talk to you altogether, is that wrong? How would you feel about that? How would you? I need to know. I feel, I'm going to tell you what I feel. Should I wait till after y'all answer? I'll wait till after y'all answer to see. What do you feel? I'm the type of person, if I had it, I would try to help them. Exactly. I'm Anne-Marie. Okay. That's what you feel. TP, Jazzy Lady Mia. Come on, y'all. I want to hear what y'all have to say. Because we were debating back and forth. And oh, wait, I forgot to throw in this. This person is also a person who says that they have a serious problem with telling people no. So let's just keep that in. Let's just keep that in there. The same person that said no or beat around the bush to this particular person is the same person that said they have a serious problem with telling them no. And the person sees that other people have done them dirty, and it's people who live in a life either in the projects, when I'm saying like in the projects, they don't have no rent to pay, and they messing with guys who out there doing their thing as far as selling drugs and got money here and there, and they just doing it up, traveling and doing it up, living their best life. So you see that this person always helping them, and you are there for this person all the time, whether it be your energy, your time, or whatever. Just being there when they need a shoulder to cry in, blah, blah, blah. But it's never became financial. But that particular person, you needed them all of a sudden. Tables turn. You needed them, but it was a financial situation. And you ask, and then they tell you a long story. They keep saying things that didn't make sense according to what they've told you before. So here's the thing. The person said that this particular person told them, different things about their life. So they knew a lot of things about this person's life. So they knew when they paid certain stuff, when they did certain stuff. And then it's like when this situation occurred and the person needed them, they brung back situations about things that they already said that they took care of, but now they made it as another issue. Oh, I got to do this and I got to do that. And the person's like, well, I already thought you did it. You told me you did that such and such. So you got to do it again. Like pay car taxes or something like that. So would you feel like if the person don't just say no, but they beating around the bush to say all these things, I feel like you're saying no. You just don't have the guts to literally say no, so that way you can feel good and not feel guilty by hearing hearing that person say that you said the word no. So it makes you feel less guilty. So it's like the person kept saying, well, I didn't say no. And they was like, well, you didn't say yes neither. So if I'm telling you I need something and I need it like today, and you still haven't said, okay, well, how you want me to get it to you? See, that's a difference. It's still the same thing. You're still saying no, is what I told them. I said, I feel like you're still saying no, because at the end of the day, you got their request, you know what they needed, and they're asking for it at a certain time, and you just continue to go on and on about something that you needed to do that you already had done. And then later you come back to the person and say, oh, you know what? You was right. Remember you told me I did pay such and such? I did, and I ain't even realize it, so I ain't even have to pay that. And the person was like, yeah, I told you that. I told you that. So now the person is saying, okay, so I don't want to deal with them like that. If they needed me financially, I have nothing for them, because either they're lying or they don't trust me. Meaning they don't have the money that they say they had, or they don't trust me. Now I see y'all talking. I would if need be. Exactly. If I had it, I would help them. If they are a responsible friend who doesn't waste money, I'll help them. Exactly. I can say yes or no. It depends on me or them. Exactly. And then this one, if you allude to no, you're saying no. Exactly. Is it worse just to say no? Right. That's what I'm saying. So here's the thing. So now the person said that they were like, okay, well, I feel like that that's not really my friend if they're upset with me or don't want to talk to me because I didn't give them the money. I said, no, I feel like that friend, when you call, see, here's the thing, that's the problem. When you call somebody a true friend, it is different from just associating with someone. So usually a true friend know a lot about you and they know a lot of how you move and shake and what you do on a daily basis. You get what I'm saying? So therefore you could kind of foresee if that person is coming at you with game, and it wouldn't even be a friend if I thought that they were coming at me with game or thought that I had to be confused about. And because somebody did say if I know the person was responsible, that right there is a major point. Because here's the thing, just because a person may have it together most of the time. Everybody have life situations, is what I was telling the person. I said, so you can't judge a person's situation according to what you think they should or should not have if they needed help. I have one question. What if a person continued to ask a person for money but don't pay back what she oh no, that's different. It wouldn't be no continue, because once you don't pay back the first time, you can't get nothing from them. You can't get nothing from me. I feel like if you're close to me, there's no need for me to question or try to figure out. Now, I might say, well, let's figure this out, friend. I don't want to enable you. How did you get here? Not saying no, because what I'm saying to them before I even go there is I'm not telling you no, but we just need to figure out how did you get here. Now, is this that I'm going to give you going to enable you in some way, shape, or form, or do you need to reevaluate your budget so that way you don't get here again once I help you? See, that's a difference. You see what I'm saying? And then my client was like, well, I would even say, hey, especially if I know this person is responsible, hey, you good? Everything okay? Because that's what a true friend would do. Is everything okay? Because it was surprising for them to even ask you for something because they usually have it together, right? So you would say, something must be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because this person don't ever ask you for nothing. Don't ever ask you for nothing. And you said a person was wrong for not being forthcoming, but as you said, they had a hard time saying no. No, but you still said no because you didn't give it to them. Think about what you're saying. Like if that person is having a hard time, that's what April's saying. If that person is having a hard time being forthcoming, weren't being forthcoming, but it's because they have a hard time saying no. Like I said when I first started the statement, it is a difference between you having the guts to say no and not having the guts to say no. So you allude to saying no without saying no because you don't want to feel guilty that you said no. That's how I feel. Exactly. You can't be responsible and have an unforeseen circumstance and need help. Exactly. My mother had a policy. She never loaned money. She felt if you have to ask, then you also need that payback money when it comes in. True. Based on my past experience, I've loaned money and it ruined relationship. Well, see, this is the thing. If a person always based their relationships, current relationships on past relationships, then you don't need to ever get into a relationship because all relationships are different, first of all. Second of all, that's like when they say when you're in a relationship with a man or a woman, you can't be thinking that person is going to do exactly what the other person did, or you can't blame that person for what somebody else did. You get what I'm saying? That's like my husband and me. I've been through an abusive relationship, getting knocked out, beat down, or whatever. He don't do that. So I can't feel like, oh, if we get into an argument, I'm going like that because I know that happened to me before. Like you can't. I understand that you can be more wise in the way that you allow people to treat you and the way you allow the relationship to go. But let's be real about the situation. If someone is my friend and we are cool and I know this person is about their business and they just may have fell on hard times and need me, yeah, I'm gonna write. If I do give, it's gonna be a check so I can have verification. But at the end of the day, I feel like if you burn me, you're not just burning me. You truly weren't my friend. So that will eliminate the situation for me altogether. You get what I'm saying? Because a true friend would not borrow and not give back. Like, why would you do that if you're asking to borrow? That's like my husband's grandfather would say, just ask, can you have? Because if you ask me to borrow, I'm expecting my money back. Based on my, okay, sounds like they didn't have the guts to say no. And that's what I said. That's the thing. But my thing is, which when you say sounds like they didn't have the guts to say no, I would say, yeah, I would say they didn't have the guts to say no. But at the end of the day, that person that they alluded to say no to, or did, you might as well say they said no, to, felt some type of way. So they said to me, like, is it wrong that I'm feeling some type of way about this person? Sis, read my last text. Okay, hold on one second. Anne Marie. Did I miss that? I have one question. What if a person continues to ask a person for money but don't pay back what she? Is that the one you talking about, Anne Marie? Oh, I said, it's no way that they will get something else. They burnt their bridge. You showed me who you were. You get nothing else. So yeah, that's basically that. Marcia, after a few bad experiences, I've decided to take heed to that advice. What advice? Sounds like they didn't have the same basis. Yeah, right. Oh no, they wouldn't even get nothing else. You don't have a chance to continue to burn me. If I let you get money and it is a struggle getting it back, or you just don't give it back, you ain't got a chance to burn me again. I hope it was worth our relationship. I hope it was worth, that's how I do. I hope it was worth our relationship. Not I hope it was worth every relationship that comes after that. No, because if you live your life like that, you're going to miss out on blessings. You're going to miss out on relationships, and you won't have the people that you need around you. If you base your past experiences on life now, if I base my past experience on life now, I can say all men cheat and all men beat women. Let's be real. Relationship is a relationship, whether it's a friend or not. I've been burnt. I've been hurt. I've been burnt literally, and I've been hurt literally. So, what are you saying? You get what I'm saying? Yes, April. Don't loan what you can't do, and see. Here's the thing, Marcia. If let me bring the scenario. That person has. Let's just say that person has a couple thousand just sitting there for no apparent reason. It has bragged about it or talked about it or insinuated that it was there. And this person told them no. And they told that person no. Can I get a what would you say on that? I don't like to borrow money if I can help it. Hey, CPR and everyone. Hello, Diane. Hello. How are you this evening? Only way is if I could afford to lose it. But here's the thing. When you say if you could afford to lose it, does it mean anything if the person that I am talking about, guys, is a person that said this person talks to them about everything. Not only do they talk to them about everything, but they talk about how they got money just sitting. So when she said that this person did this, I'm like, well, that can't really truly be a friend. Like, you know that this person, remember I went in early in this conversation, I stated to you that the person said they talk a lot. They basically know a little bit, a lot about what each other do and their plans and all the different things like that. And I said, well, when you asked, you should for sure that this person had it. And they were like, yeah, they literally got money sitting. Now, we should have emergency funds. We should. Everybody don't have that. We should have savings. We should. Everybody don't have that. Now, those things are there for what if and shoulda, woulda, couldas and all that type of stuff can come into play. Yeah, but we're talking about something that's sitting there. You don't foresee no reason why you should touch it or you need it, and your friend is in need. Is she testing her friendship with the person she asking? And that's what she did. She tested her friendship. She tested her friendship, ladies, to find out if this person would genuinely be there for her. She didn't even really need it. She tested the friendship. And so when she tested the friendship, she felt some type of way. She said, because I literally didn't think that she would tell me no. I said, well, why? She said, because she has money sitting there. And she tells me how much she make every week, and she gets this and she gets that, and she does all these things. And when we think about how we went over different things, it's like, why you telling me no? I said, oh, so you know all of that. She said, yes, I know all that. I said, so, and your reasoning for that? She said, because I don't want to put myself in a situation where I judge all my friends or relationships from my past relationships. So I tested the friendship to see if I truly had a need, would this person be there for me? And the person said no or alluded to no. Like you said, either they are not a real friend or the person doesn't have all that they claim to have. Exactly. And that's where I stand. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. Unconditional. If I give you something, I try not to have conditions. I gave the best advice I could, and most of you ladies seem to understand exactly where I'm coming from. And she said, well, some people may think it's wrong, but I've been through a lot and I've been burnt too. And so that's why I said to y'all, you cannot bring another situation from another relationship into another one, because that's why a lot of relationships are ruined, because you feel like the next man or the next person that can possibly be a bestie or a friend is going to do you like the last one. So therefore your guard is up, and sometimes your guards to the point where nobody can't even get close and nothing ends up happening as a relationship. So I said, well, if that was a way that you feel that you had to find out if this person was truly your friend, I mean, or truly would be there for you like you would them. Now, they were like, yeah, now if that person would have needed me before I found this out, I definitely would have did for them without a problem. I said, well, now you see. I helped who I thought was a friend by giving her, when she was in desperate need. I had it to give, and I knew she couldn't pay back, but I was glad to help a friend in need. Wow, Cynthia, $2,000. Girl, me and my husband done wrote so many checks for people and blessing people. We have. And like you said, if you know that it's a situation, like I said, my husband grandfather, he like, if you say borrow, I want it back. If you say, can I have, or can you please help? That's different. That's different. And then some people, even when you say borrow, they're like, you got that. Just, get on your feet, do whatever you need to do. And I've done that a lot too, where it's like, it's not that serious. You good. You got that. You got that. So when I told the person, I said, well, listen, if you feel some type of way by the fact that this person denied you or alluded to or whatever, might as well say no. Then I don't feel that you're wrong for that. I don't feel like you're not a real friend because of that. I feel like you actually see where y'all stand, and it wasn't where you thought. That's how I feel. So yeah, do you guys feel that even in a relationship outside of a like husband and wife, fiance, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, that you should still not also bring your burnt situations or being burnt by other people situations into the next? I didn't say don't be wise when you do it later, meaning that you have a little bit more stipulations on how it's done. Like for me, I used to give cash. So I'm not going to not help nobody because other people burnt me, because God gonna get them. But what I do now is I write checks. So that is my wise step in doing something different. She asked again in a few weeks. I said no, and she got mad. I haven't heard from her since. I regret that I gave her anything. Lesson learned. You know what? She's dead wrong. That ain't even a friend. That right there is that she using you. You get what I'm saying? And I understand, Cynthia, I would regret that situation as well. I would have regretted it. But you know what? You found out who she really was. You found out who she really was. But the key was you did help her. You did not judge her. You didn't beat around the bush. You didn't allude to it. You didn't tell her no. You helped. And that was $2,000, girl. Some people don't make that in a month, okay? And I'm pretty sure you not, I am want to say Trump, but you ain't none of the Wilderbergs. So, yeah, you don't got it just to be throwing thousands at people. I feel that God keeps the book. I may be able to help someone who may never be able to help me. But when I need, I believe that God will direct my help to me. Cynthia, I've learned and experienced something similar, just not as quite large as some. Yeah, Cynthia, she's a user. That's a straight user, Cynthia. Straight user. Yeah, that's totally different. You helped her once, and $2,000, you may have enabled her. to the point where she literally she didn't need help. She needed to reevaluate her budget and her spending. You get what I'm saying? That's what she needed to do. And she felt like, oh, you gave me this 2,000. Oh, she got it. She gonna help me again. That's probably what her thoughts were. But see, that's a one person situation. See, you know that you didn't have a problem telling her no again because that's the same person. It ain't like a situation where, you know, she got the 2,000 for you, which you was able to bless her with, and someone else came along and then you told them no when you had it type situation. That is all one situation. She's definitely a user. Cynthia, how would you feel if another friend asked for money? So Cynthia, April is saying, how would you feel if another friend asked for money after you going through that with that friend? I told y'all my answer. Mine is now, if it's over a certain amount, I'm writing a check. I'm writing a check just for proof, just in case. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I feel comfortable doing that. We can go to my bank together and you can cash it from my bank. If you can't do that, I don't know what to tell you, boo-boo. I don't know what to tell you. Always say once bitten, twice shy. Yeah, but if you keep getting bit by the same person, then that's a problem. We talking about different people. We not talking about the same person that bit you once and you let them bite you again. We're talking about a person who never bit you, never done nothing wrong, and needed you or alluded to needing you. And then you weren't there for them. And then another person coming along after the fact of like Cynthia's situation, I think that it would be in regards to, do y'all agree that it would be in regards to the actual personal connection with that person, not about thinking, oh, I would have to really evaluate the friendship? No, you saying, Cynthia, you saying if the person came back, or you saying if another person asked for some money, or I mean help, you would have to evaluate the friendship? That's what I want to know. Because I'm like, if I got burnt by another person, now what was your reason for evaluating a friendship with a whole new person that don't know about the other person? That's what I want to know. Because I'm confused. Like if somebody come to me and they need help and they burn me, and then another friend of mine needed me, I don't need to evaluate our relationship because our relationship has nothing to do with what that person did to us, to me. You get what I'm saying? That's how I think of it. That relationship has nothing to do with what that person did to me, but my wisdom and what made me comfortable with allowing the next person was more so of, hey, I'm going to write you a check. I'm going to definitely write you a check. I'm not letting anything leave here freely because I've been burnt. But I'm not going to just assume that you're going to burn me too. That's my thoughts. Does anybody agree, or does anybody feel another way that they would handle it if they were burnt? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of us on here were burnt by somebody, some way, shape, or form. And it may not even have to be funds. It may not even have to be funds. But yeah, so that's what I told him. I was just like, if that's what you need to do, I didn't think that the first friend would have done that to me. Exactly. And you really don't. But at the end of the day, I just would be, like I said, I just would be more wise in how I would deal with the next person. But would I, you saying that because you didn't think, Cynthia, that the other person would do that and they did, you would evaluate the relationship with another person because you didn't feel that they would even do that to you. So if you evaluated, what would be your stipulations of evaluating that relationship? Evaluate it to see if you should help them, or evaluate, like what would you be what is it that you're evaluating? That's what I want to know. I see it's delayed. If you're in here, make sure you thumbs up the video. Oh, and just FYI, I decided Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays, I will be loading my videos, and I will do my best to get them out early in the day. They were saying that Thursdays is good in the afternoon, but my goal is to try to get them out and schedule for 8 a.m. in the morning. So yeah. So Cynthia, what did you think, or are you typing? I don't know if you typing. I don't know what's going on, but what would be your criteria for evaluating the situation? Naya, I use checks and primary notes, signed in front of a notary, taking people to court, paid court costs. But the key thing is we keep forgetting you don't release what you're going to miss, and you don't release what you don't have. See, that's the difference. I'm not releasing what I don't have, and I'm not releasing if I know it's going to be a problem. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not. Nye? Oh, I thought this was you in here. Who's all still in here? Y'all, is nothing going on. Girl, I done did that, been to court, with family and friends, been to court, done did all of the above, but that still doesn't stop me from helping if I have. Of course, that I had to pay more money to have a marital marshal serve them. Yeah, usually that's how it works. What, baby? Yeah, you didn't eat? Go ahead. Yeah, so what you think about this, Mia? You don't borrow, you do, I mean, you don't borrow, yeah. You don't, do you help people in need that are friends that are truly in need? Okay. I was burnt by this person twice, and the third time she asked me to borrow money. I said, "Can you work for it, like cleaning up my house and raking leaves?" Oh yeah, I've done that too. Can you we could work something out so you don't have to pay it back. How about you do some things for me? I'm tired having a snowstorm, 8 inches so far. Girl, we are too. Snow is falling, like falling. Okay, I'll shout you out to 400K followers, and I'll donate 1,000. I made 200K in my first month of my business. Okay, let me remove this. I don't know who this is. Oh my gosh. Naya! Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do it from here. Okay. Somebody trying to promote in my live. If I have it, I help, but I'm not no fool. Exactly. Yes, I barter. Yeah, bartering is always bomb. If they already in the bind, it's like, well, they don't have to have the worry of paying it back. Can you make me something to eat? If I have to borrow, I feel I don't need it. If you have to borrow, I feel I don't need it. I've had to borrow a lot of times in my life, and I had to borrow because I needed it. Like, I don't know. I don't like asking nobody for nothing. So if I ask for something, I need it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not prideful if I need to get help, but it's not nobody that I can really call to ask, because everybody was trying to call us. But if I'm asking, that's because I need it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just me. That's just me. You've made all the valid points. Use wisdom and discernment. All situations are different. Exactly. Since then, I still help people, but I'm minimal amounts. It's hard to evaluate. It really is. I'm glad you made that point, because I was wondering, like, how do you evaluate? Because you don't really know the motive of a person or what's going to happen until they do it. My mother used to say, don't let what is yours, don't let what is yours bother you. Is not yours bother you. What that mean, Marcia? Yeah, so that's it. I feel like I don't know. I told the person, don't feel bad. If that's how you feel, if you felt like this person just kind of like alluded and beat around the bush instead of just saying no, and you found out exactly where y'all stand, then that's a good thing. Hang your hat where you can reach. Marcia, I'm gonna get you with all these these little sayings and stuff. Hang your hat where you can reach. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So yeah, that was what the chat is about. It was not supposed to be this. Please forgive me. I literally underestimated the time that I was supposed to do my clients here, y'all. And yeah, it's time for me to take a shower and lay it down. I'm so freaking tired. I'm so freaking tired. But I wanted to make sure I got on and talked to y'all and got my little live in. We don't need as much as we think we do. We don't. We don't. But and that's what I said. I said, well, when you was asking the person or whatever, like what was, what was the motive or what was the reason, and it was mainly for that. But I know in my life, if I truly ever borrowed something from somebody, it was to pay a bill. It was never for anything that I could have did without. Just say those things, but I had to learn the hard way. Well, I feel like this. We all have to learn our lesson the way we need to learn our lesson. But at the end of the day, um, we just can't allow other people to pay for other people's mistakes. First of all, you can't allow other people to pay for other people's mistakes, um, especially if they weren't the ones that put you in that situation. I just feel like what TP was saying that I said, be wise and basically evaluate the situation. Are we that close, or are we cool enough for you to even be asking me that, or whatever the case may be? You kind of can see where you stand when it comes to that. When it comes to that situation, and I felt like the person felt like they got clarity on what they were dealing with. You know what I mean? Because she was like, I don't get it. Like this, all this person talk about is I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and then I said, well, let me see. Huh? I don't know. Let me see how this gonna work out. Is she gonna tell me yes, or is she gonna tell me no when I tell her I need something, just to see? And she was like, I was really surprised that she basically said no. I was like, oh, okay. I said, why you say she basically said no? Oh, because she had like 50 different excuses and reasons why um no, 50 different things that she had to pay and things she needed to do that she already told me that she had did, and it was just weird. She was like, I know her, I know her situation, and I know. And I was just kind of like, wow, okay, so this is where we stand. I'm like, well, you got your answer, and you know what y'all dealing with. And she was like, she couldn't ask me for nothing, or I wouldn't give to her, because either she lying or she don't trust me, and she don't have what she say she have. It's one of those three. One of those three. Well, lying and don't have what she say she have, yeah, is the same as lying. But yeah. So I was like, well, that shall be what it shall be. Did you get some back? My husband made some lazy lasagna. Oh my gosh, in a crock pot, and I'm so ready to devour it. And some garlic bread. I'm going to devour it. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Please forgive me. Your girl is tired than a tired than a tired than a tired mug, okay? I am going to eat and I'm going to lay it down. My body is hurting and my back is really about to lock up. I grew up upper middle class, but my mother taught us moderation, so I like nice things. But I am so low maintenance, I can't afford it. I do without. Most of the time, I don't borrow. Well, that's good. And you know what? I'm the same way. I didn't grow up no upper middle class. Well, that might be different in Trinidad, because upper middle class here, you got to be making over six figures. And I think it's like they say upper middle class is like in the 200s, quarter of a million or more, and then middle class, like regular middle class, is anywhere between 80 to 150 or something like that. I ain't grew up neither one of them, nothing close to it. But as y'all see, I like nice things. I like nice things, but I'm a very low maintenance woman. I don't do that. I don't do that at all. I don't I don't live outside my means. Everything I do, I try to save a buck, I save a dime, save a coin. And I'm not, we don't, y'all know we don't eat out like that. Your girl loves to cook. I cook for my family, so I'm not an eat out person, always grabbing food and buying food out. I don't do that. And when I do spend money, I basically make sure it's not that somebody's counting somebody's pockets. If somebody is on and this girl and that girl were really close and this girl tells her everything, it's not a matter of counting. It's just like basic math. Oh, she told me she make this much. She told me she do this and she get this and she get that much child support and she do this. So I mean, you throwing it out there, what person ain't gonna be like, oh wow, she bringing in like 4 G's a month? You get what I'm saying? That's just basic math. I mean, you throw it out there, so you giving the person all this information about you so they know where you stand financially because you are sharing that. So, and that's what this young lady was doing. She was literally sharing that to the point where they were so close and this girl knew what she was working with or what she's claimed to be working with. And so that's how she was able to see that, okay, well, this girl's either lying or she don't have it. Yes, you have a very nice home. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you so much. So yeah, Marcia, but I'm low maintenance. Like like I said, you're not about to see me getting up on this camera and I gotta have lashes on and my eyebrows on fleek and foundation and everything I do is just have to be no. That ain't the life I live. I'm not even comfortable living that type of life. I don't. God blessed me to get to a certain point. I hate saying if, but when God blesses me to get to a certain point, I still want to be to the point where I can just jump on like this and talk to you. I can just, be comfortable with me and not needing things to make me feel a certain way. So definitely will always more than likely be low maintenance. I don't want to have a whole bunch to keep me maintained or have to have, so much fancy, unnecessary, priceless, I mean, not priceless, high price, high end things to keep me, going. If they don't have the same ethics and value system, why are they friends? That's a very, very, very good question. That is a very good question, Marcia. I don't do what the Joneses do. I do what's good for me and what I can afford. Yes, ma'am. You already know. Y'all already know. And y'all know I shares the things that I do. I'm not, oh, I got this and yeah, so was this and da da da. And then don't share, don't tell you where you got it from, don't want you to know nothing. Like some people like that, I'm like, why are you on here talking about it if you're not gonna share? Like just a brag. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't went off on a tangent, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about where people do that. And you like, really? Like, okay, so what's your point? Actually, that's what attracted me to you in this chat. Exactly. If my friend tells me how much money she has and I ask her to borrow and she says no, pretty much I don't hold it against her. She has that right. I'll still love her though. Not me. I'm sorry. That's just me. Because the key is a person that would need. See, we're not talking about money, just asking a friend for money. Let's make this clear, everybody. This young lady said she did this to create a need when it really wasn't. But because this person always says, oh, I have a problem with saying no. No, they literally said this. I said, really? She said she seriously has a problem with saying no. And she always talks about her finances or, oh, I did a double, I did this and I did that and I worked this many hours and oh, I got this and I'm doing that. So it's kind of like it's nothing for me to, to know what you have, or it's nothing for a person to know what you have. Like that person knows your business because you put it out there. And so if you are friends and that person needs, it's like, why are you even sharing those things? If what you have is not for no one to count, why are you telling this girl this? And if you have all of this and that's considered your friend, I don't think that to be, that's just not me. Because we're not talking about we just cool. We're talking about somebody who like literally she says she considered this person to be like a friend. People get friend and think, girl, I was just finna go there and you said it. That's what I'm saying. We're not talking about somebody they just associate with, because people use friend too lightly, right, TP? People use that too lightly. We talking about a friend, a true friend. Why or how could you be my friend and I'm in need and you tell me no? And you got it just sitting there? Come on now. I'm sorry. I don't feel like the girl is wrong for feeling some type of way. If you have a true ride or die friend, we know each other character. We wouldn't ask each other if we didn't really need it. And that was her point. That was her point. She said, I never asked for nothing. I'm not even that type. I said, so what was your reason? And that was her point. She was like, I just want to see, is this person like different from all the other people? Because here we go. I'm not going to assume. I just want to use this as a way to see. So that way I can say, you know what? This person is not like everybody else, because she's not trying to get from me. She actually is trying to see, you know what I'm saying, how I'm going to respond. What's this? Yes, I am low maintenance too. I don't want to be out of my comfort zone. Exactly, Diane. They can have that. Naya! Girl, this thing about to die. I've been poor and asked for baby from my friend told me no. I didn't hold it against, because she's not your friend. That's not your friend. That's not your friend. Like, I'm just gonna stop that. That's not your friend. Who and I think you shared that with me, April. This about to die, babe. Like, some way we gotta extend that cord or get that cord in here. Oh, the little black one. I can do it from here, right? First of all, that's what TP, and that's what I'm saying. People take the name so lightly. If you are in a situation where, and that's a prime example, you in a situation where you truly don't have money to buy school clothes, and your friend has children that are older or were bigger than your kids, and you ask your friend, can you have, huh?
It should say allow or something.
A who, babe?
Never mind.
And you ask your friend for the hand-me-downs, like your clothes for kids that her kids don't even wear them, and she knows, and you literally were told no by her. That is not your friend. Stop. That is not your friend. That is crazy. That is not your friend. And then she goes against her because it was her stuff. She forgot and told me she gave them to someone else. I was hurt, but what could I do? Eliminate her from your life, because that's not a friend. Who does that? Because you did say that the girl, I remember you telling me this. You said she kept telling you no to want to sell them at a consignment store or something like that, and then turned right around and gave them to another girl who was in a better position than you. That's not your friend. So that's where evaluation comes in. Friends versus associates. Exactly. Exactly, Cynthia. Clothes for your baby, April? Really? That is not a friend. Need I say more? That is truly not a friend. I don't drive, and when I do my mega shopping, I get back home with my pull cart and heavy bags. If I feel I don't pay my neighbors, then why do I feel you owe me a ride? Now that's different. No, that's your neighbor. No, they don't owe you a ride. But that's different. We talking about somebody that you real close with and you're in need. You don't need. See, remember when we talk about, when you said earlier, you said some things we just could live without. Well, if I know I don't have it, and let's say the person was serious and they really needed that money, and it was for their light bill or their water bill or something like that. I don't know. Just something like that, right? So that is a need. Remember I said nobody I know, I know I would never ask for. I'm not going to say nobody I know, because I don't know that, because people ask for money for whatever reason, because some people like to scam. But I know me personally, I only can vouch for me. If I ever had to ask for something, it's because I truly needed it. Like legit food, you get what I'm saying? Gas, to go to work or something, whatever. It'll be a need, something that you can't live without, because I can't move the car without gas. I need to feed myself. You get what I'm saying? It'll be something like that. It ain't just, I just need to borrow some money because I want to go to the movies and do some more crazy stuff. So it's a lot of people walking. So a car is not a necessity. Lights, gas, water, food, things that you need in your home, like those things are a necessity. So that's a difference. You don't need a car. There's a lot of people that catch the bus, that walk, that ride bikes, skateboard. I mean, so many forms of transportation. So a vehicle is not a need. So yeah, that's a different thing. That's a totally different thing. You shouldn't even have to ask for the clothes. She should be sensitive to your needs and jump in without ask. Exactly. I know I had friends who had kids that was under mine. Automatically when they put their stuff in certain bags, it was like, oh, I'm about to take this over to Vicky. I'm just making up a name. I'm about to take this over to Vicky because her girls is smaller than mine and I know she could use them. For my first thought to be what I can get for them or trying to sell them, really that's automatically. See, now in that situation, she wasn't a friend. You feel what I'm saying? And that's no different from the young lady that talked to me. And if you are watching this live, that's no different from you, because you got an evaluation of what was really good when you asked, even though it wasn't a need, but you was just testing the waters because you didn't want to assume. It's the same thing. That was your way of evaluating the situation to see what would happen. So now you feel like, listen, if she was in a bind and I had it, I probably wouldn't give it. I've lost too many people over money. Now I don't want to learn the truth and take now I don't want to learn the truth and take the risk. Well, that's up to you. That's up to you. To each his own. To each his own. We all have to do what we have to do. What's best for us. You know what I'm saying? We all have to do what we have to do and what's best for us. But at the end of the day, oh, somebody said something. I have been working on asking. I went 3 without lights. My cousin in Texas had to help me out. I had some great night sleeps like a chicken. Now, see, do you think it's a pride thing, Marcia? Like you don't want to have to ask for something like that? Because remember earlier, and I said, I don't have pride. Well, see, I would think it would be more so a pride thing that I would have to let go because I have a family. Now, if it's just me by myself, pride, shoot, I'll be lighting candles too and figuring it out if I had to, because it's not an actual necessity to me, because it's just me by myself. I could figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I could work this thing out, work some candles out and do some things. And maybe in those 3 months, I'll be able to evaluate my life and figure things out so I won't have to be in that situation again. Never know. But yeah, so it wasn't a pride thing. So what was the purpose of not asking if you know that there's somebody that could have helped you? Marcia. Why am I putting this thing back on when I'm about to yank it off? I just feel like it look a little bit more presentable than the freaking do-rag. I don't know. It hurts when they knew you really didn't have. I'm working on asking. I went, okay, no, it's not. Oh, let's see. You said it hurts when they know you didn't really have it. Well, I guess in your case, I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but in the case where I was speaking about the young lady, yeah, they did. I just felt it was my problem. I know it's not right. No, girl, see, no. That's why I said in the beginning, Marcia, no matter your situation, married, single, divorced, widowed, whatever, everybody can have a situation that their life get flipped. And you never want to see, here's the thing. A lot of times people don't mind taking. And it don't necessarily have to be financial. It could be energy. It could be your energy, your friendship, you're just being there for them or whatever the case may be, right? But when I told y'all, my grandfather always told me friendships are not two-sided. Friendships can be two-sided if you have two people who really genuinely want to be a friend to the other person. So now if I want to truly be a friend to you, that's one side. You truly want to be a friend to me, that's another side. But when you become a friend, it is not the same of me just associating with you. You see what I'm saying? So for a person to, when you don't have it to lose or not risk, people always assume I have a lot of money because I work a lot, but I work a lot because I have a lot of bills, a single mom of four. People's situation does not have anything to do with the amount of money they have. Let's be real. I know people that, and I know people that have multiple kids, right? And they broke. Then I know people who have multiple kids, 7, 8, 9 kids, and they got money. They got money saved. Could be single, could be with someone or not. That's why I kept saying a person's situation does not determine how much money they got. A person's situation should not be the determining factor of if you will or will not help them. And in that situation, the young lady said that the person, they didn't have a spouse, but the other person did. So, you get what I'm saying? You got to look at it like that. It does not matter a family dynamic. You just never know who needs what, when, and what can happen. When you don't have it. Okay, I said right there. Dave Ramsey says you got to work and have an emergency fund, and he doesn't recommend borrowing. I don't agree with everything Dave Ramsey says. And I said that we all should have emergency funds, but we don't. We all should be saving, but we don't. We all should be cooking food and spending time with our children and doing things like we're supposed to if we know that money is tight, but we don't. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that we could say. We shoulda, woulda, coulda, should. You should just do that. But, oh, I can help in a second, but hard to receive. I've come a long way. And I understand that, and that's been me. That has been me. I've had times where people had to tell me you need to be like when we were in need, and people who truly had love for us knew that, would say, hey, listen, you're going to take this. Stop being hard and don't let your pride take over a blessing that God has for you. You're going to take this. You get what I'm saying? And it made me think, I'm like, wow, there are people out there who genuinely don't mind helping people and don't want nothing back, or genuinely want to be a blessing to people and don't want anything back. You get what I'm saying? Or not going to pressure you to pay it back in a manner that puts you more deeper in a bind. But I feel like the way life is and the way things are going, you never know who you're going to need. You never know. Like I was talking to someone, I said, you know what? I thank God for this house, but if it ever comes to a hard time, if we got to be loked up in here, I don't want to say, but y'all know we always use the term like Mexicans, and I have to have families all over this house because they have nowhere to go because the world has come to a certain, a way of life where it's a struggle for so many, then all this furniture and stuff and all this nice stuff, it will have to be put somewhere or sold because we will make this place so comfy and cozy for however many people that got to be up in here, because I will do that for my family if I had to. You get what I'm saying? Mama, sisters, cousins, aunties, whatever, we be all in here. This room is big with some doggone sleeping bags, and this is just the way we live until we get it right. You get what I'm saying? And make it happen. Yes, it's hard not to let pride get in the way. Yes, girl, it is. It is. It is. April, that's what I taught my son. He now, after several months of work, now have 3 months living expense. Exactly. No, wait, let me. I agree with emergency fund. That's not something I don't agree with. I just don't agree with a lot of things that he says because everybody can't just jump. And I know it's a step, baby step this, baby step that, but everybody can't, like, remember the financial lady I had here, Coley, and she spoke about how it would be nice, but we are not living in a day and time or have funds to the point where we could just live off of a savings account. if it worst came to worst. Pay off all your debt and just live off a savings account. A lot of us don't have it like that. So we need to utilize the credit cards in case of emergency. We need to utilize different things in case of emergency. And Dave Ramsey doesn't believe that we should ever use a credit card, which I get his understanding in some of it, but some of it can't apply to everybody. So yeah. I grew up with my mother bringing home strangers she met that day. Yeah, it takes a while to be financially healthy. Yes, it does. And I'm working and I want to get there. I want to get there just so I can be a blessing to people. And I promise you, I know it's going to happen. I feel it. I foresee it. It's been told to me. Once I do get there, I'm going to be a blessing to people that I know truly will need my help. I am. But at the end of the day, you know, I have to evaluate things. And like I told that girl, you are okay. I don't mean to say girl, but if you're watching, you are okay. If that's the way you needed to do it, to figure it out. Now you see that that girl or who that girl was isn't where you were exactly as far as your relationship. And that's just that. That is just that. So it is what it is. Oh yeah, it takes a while to be financially free. Well, all right. Who's still in here? I see I got all them thumbs up. It's 9 people in here now. It done dwindled down because I think it went up to 14. Then it dwindled down. Who is still in here? Who is still in here? And if you email me, I did get your emails about topics and stuff like that. So I will be next live speaking on a topic, ladies. I will. I know some of you probably waiting for the topics that you gave me. I will be. Hey, Cindy, Cynthia, Dana, Beyond Blessed. I see y'all. Thanks for the thumbs up. Let me know you hear, Dana. So yeah, I definitely will be doing that. But y'all, your girl gonna have some great how-tos coming up. How-tos and just different ways that I save money, protect my investments in my home, and just different ways. I'm just going to be sharing a lot. So y'all going to be looking forward to the DIY cleanings and all that stuff. Make sure y'all share this channel because I'm going to get back on regularly speaking on this channel. I'm still trying to figure out what days are going to be good for me. I'm going to be lives on this channel, but I'm also going to be doing other things in between. I've given to friends that I thought would at least send me a Dollar Tree 50-cent card. Had a nothing. Had a stroke, a baby, nothing. I don't have a penny in savings, but I get by good sometimes and great other days. Starting back up business now. Okay. We just gonna send positive vibes your way and pray everything come the way you want it to be and it all work out for you. I wanted to know your thoughts on the B. Smith and her husband. See, y'all play too much. Oh my gosh. That's gonna have to be a whole nother video, TP. You play too much. You gonna wait till I'm trying to get off to be asking that question. Wait, about my son. I'm sorry. Baby, could you please make me something to eat? I asked Naya, she done ignored me. Girl, don't get peed off, Cynthia. Don't worry about it. She done lost a good friend. And that's it. She lost a good friend. You were a good friend. She wasn't a friend to you. You were a good friend. So don't worry about it. Yes, let's do another live one day. Okay, so ladies, that's what I want y'all to do. Also that, like topics of what's going on and stuff so we can chat. So, okay, TP threw up the B. Smith. So like once I'm done talking about whatever the question is I had about life situations, we'll talk about a trending topic or something like that. Do y'all know what's going on with Cardi B taking down her Instagram and all that stuff that happened? No, April, that's hard. We love you. Marcia says she love you and that's hard. She let you know she love you. We all love you. I love everybody on here. I just have love for people in general. Like, that's what it is. That's what you hear. What? Yes, Marcia, we're going to talk about that because that is crazy. It's sad, it's crazy, it's not right at all. And yeah, we definitely gonna talk about that. And I definitely want to talk about the fact that people are really upset that yes, I saw Cardi B's story today. I saw that the other day and I'm like, wow, they're really upset. But you can't get mad at that girl for other people placing her in a situation. You really can't. But see, I'm not about to go there. We ain't about to talk about it because we're gonna end up talking about I saw that. Okay. Like B Smith is one we really got to go into. But this Cardi B, we could talk about it real quick. I was showing my husband her performance. Cardi B is a true entertainer. You cannot take that. You cannot take that from her. She is a true entertainer. And yeah, I agree with the Tupac, Biggie, Little Kim, Foxy Brown, all. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I feel like none of them got a Grammy, and here she is popping up doing all this great stuff within a little bit of time, and she got a whole Grammy. Yeah, I feel like that was like a slap in the face. God, this was a meatless night, and my hubby made the lazy lasagna. I got video on my I think under the cooking. I don't think, but it is under the cooking. I was following Cardi B before I'm talking about years before she even started on Love and Hip Hop. When she had the crooked teeth and was doing comedy. Cardi B used to do mad comedy on her Instagram, shutting chicks down that would talk about her teeth and all that. But when she was on Love and Hip Hop, she said she was going to be, she did. And people thought it was a joke. They thought it was a joke. Oh, this little ghetto stripper. Was she Latino? Latino girl. Hey, you give me something to drink? Thank you. This ghetto stripper Latino girl. Why do we as humans have to pull? Exactly. But what they did to Nicki was wrong. Because I guess BET said something really evil to Nicki about a lace front when Cardi was getting her reward, and award, not reward, and it hurt Nicki. And I guess apparently Nicki said they all agreed that I guess the money, Young Money, and none of them would never go back on BET again or something like that. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. And even Cardi B said that. She was like, she's not down for people trying to put other people down to lift other people up. She was like, that's not cool. And I thought that was pretty cool because Nicki Minaj also said, congratulations to everyone. She was like, congratulations to everyone who won last night. She didn't name no specific names or anything like that. Why? She made her way. I'm proud of her. She seems so genuine. Yes, just BET Network should definitely have more responsible people running there. Yes, that was TP. That was like, what you mean? Like something, I guess Nicki's being dragged by the lace front wig or something they said about. I'm like, wow, that's not cool. She didn't say nothing wrong. She didn't say nothing bad. And she congratulated everybody. Personally, I think, yes, Cardi B's success was really fast. It happened so fast and people were surprised. But I actually like her, her little, her ways about it. Like when I watch her doing videos with other Latinos, when she was, with that guy doing that R&B Latino song, different things like that, it just make you look at her in a different way. She can be out there and a little wild, but she like she put on her Instagram, I think it was like a guy that's a minister on TV, and it says, how does it feel when people put you down and bash you for a gift that you didn't ask God for? You didn't ask God to give it to you, and here they are bashing you, putting you down. And she was like, under the in her quote that she put under the little video, she said, this is what I live through every day. And I was like, wow. And I really thought, like, wow, this girl didn't ask for this. It's like it just happened. It happened literally overnight. And it's not her fault. It's not exactly. BET really need to do better. She was in Trinidad last carnival. Really? Oh wow. Yeah, it's not her fault. Like, she trending and she's was trendy, so everybody trying to reach out to her, and it's just putting her further and further up. I mean, she can't control that. She can't control who likes her. You know what I'm saying? She can't control where she's being placed. We ain't gonna go deep on how the billboards work and who really has control of certain stuff, but we just gonna keep it simple. She can't control everything. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Y'all. Mm. This is so freaking good. Y'all don't even understand. When I tell you, oh my gosh, this is so good. Mm. He made some ghetto garlic bread out of some hot dog hamburger buns. Girl, we be trying to use everything. I definitely didn't know when we was gonna be eating them, so he was like, I'm just gonna make some garlic bread, and it tastes so good. It tastes real good. But this carnival time in Trinidad, I bet that is so fun. That's true. That's true. It is her time, and you can't. Everybody can't. They can't be their time at one time. Yeah, I'm. I'm proud of her. I'm proud to see anybody of color that's been through a struggle, because I can only relate to that. I'm proud, and I love to see anyone progress, but it means so much more to see a person from a struggle and of some form of color, go from the bottom to there. Girl, she speak the truth on a lot of stuff. You, Tasha, then she be like, I want to get my family out of this country. They trying to kill us. I was cracking up. I'm cracking up. She be speaking some truth. She definitely do. She definitely do. She don't bite her tongue on certain things that she be trying to share and stuff. So yeah, she definitely do. And she keeps saying, stop saying y'all want this fame. Y'all don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Y'all don't know how it is. You have no control of nothing. Everything is told to you. You do this, you do that. We going here, this happening, this happening. And yeah. I don't I don't want I would love to be blessed with a wealth that can help people and take my family to the next level and be passed down for generations. But I don't have to have fame or celebrity. I really don't want neither one, right? If it's my choice. But I'll take the wealth because it'll help in so many areas of my life and help me to bless so many people in my life. I'll do that. Right. I really feel like she is. I really feel like she is really genuine. And I think that her teeth situation, I don't think that she would have changed them. I think it was a pressure. Don't y'all believe it was a pressure? Or did she say that? Did she say that? Something about it? Like, she had to fix her teeth because she was losing out on money, and that's what they would always speak on when they wanted her to do magazines and stuff. Like, um, you could be doing this, but you got to get your teeth fixed and stuff like that. So I think if it was up to her, she wouldn't have. Was Offset talking to her before her teeth? Do y'all remember that? Was he talking to her before her teeth got fixed? I don't think so. I don't think so. I can't remember. Y'all, I demolished this. This stuff is so good. I don't think he was talking to her before the teeth. I think he came after. I wonder how the guy feel. Remember, it's a particular guy that was her ex or whatever that she was going to visit when she was on Love and Hip Hop that was in jail. I wonder how he feel about everything. I wonder is he feeling some type of way? Is he out of jail? Me too, T-Pip. Yes, I love to be wealthy and out of the spotlight, just living life, helping people anonymously, and enjoying myself with no cameras in my face or in my business. I was telling my client that today. I said, I would love to be wealthy so I can do a lot of philanthropy. I would be helping so many people start businesses and do things and reach their goals and dreams and stuff like that, get businesses up off the ground and stuff. Yeah, she reminds me of my Puerto Rican friend, full of fire and passion. Yes. Y'all see that picture of her holding her baby on the plane and she had Reeboks on? I was like, see, look, Cardi done went and took it back to the classic Reebok days. Did y'all see that? I think it was on her Instagram. She had her classics on and I think like a yellow sweatsuit or something like that. And she was holding her baby on the plane. Y'all, it's almost gone. You seen that? And she had those classic Reeboks. I was like, look at her. Right. So just like real. Like, I think like if it was up to her, she would wear a ponytail or her regular hair just down and just chill with kicks on and sweatsuits and or jeans and sneakers. Okay, so I'm all over the place, but what did you think of Dead Wrong? Dead Wrong. And it would be Black History Month, right? First of all, there's more behind that. And you know it's a lot of people in the industry that are racist and do not like us for that to even have went from a thought to paper to production. Everybody knows that when something is being created as a design, I'm not the same person that come up with the thought is not the same person who sketch it out. Is not the same person who bring it to the board to figure out if this is going to be a part of the line, then takes it to production. Or you get what I'm saying? There is a process. And in that process, there's hundreds of people who have something to do with that. Did not one person think that it should be stopped? Did not one person think it should be stopped? Think about that. Like when you think, oh, the sweater, but it was a process to get that to even become an actual vision. Like that is actually a vision. Total insult, exactly. It had to come through the approval of a lot. Exactly. Excuse me, ladies. But that's the thing, Cynthia. That's just going to show, you know, you see all these people